Welcome back to Whispering Ashes, guys. And I'm feeling a bit sad at the moment.
Why?
Because it's the last episode of this trilogy.
You're here in
my head.
the dawn of your greatest hour. The culmination of 3 years and thousands of hours of work for you.
Yeah, this is it. Like, this is the happy time.
It's
like,
a bit bittersweet, you know?
A story is only as good as its end.
I think the bitter part is that I'm totally going to fuck it up, you know? So,
well, only time will tell.
Get to fucking so.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Go pull the foam off yourself.
I think with everything that has happened, I think I'd like for one of you guys to give the recap of where we are, what has, and even if you want to bring in references to what has happened, you know, as far as the other ones.
Kind of feel like Jim should do this because I did the one in episode 2.
Yeah.
Same time.
And Jim,
or we can roll for it. That's
you've been the
fine.
one that I've traumatized three things in a row now. You know?
I got my...
What the fuck is that?
It's my comfort Boromir.
I see. And he pulled out a little toy.
It was a
Warhammer
figurine.
figurine.
That
Sorry.
I have had in my
Figurine
pocket
of Boromir.
that I've had in my pocket for probably...
Was that the base that you had in there too?
No, that was... Do you want to know what that was? Tell you what that
Not
was.
really,
that was
but...
a proto Glade Warden medallion. The first one I ever made.
Oh.
And I don't hold on to that for sentimental reasons. I just keep forgetting to take it out of my pocket. Okay, so we're in space. I'm going back to the start.
Oh, you're okay.
The Big Bang.
We're in space. There is nothing. And then suddenly, there is everything. No, we are on a planet called Eden, or a land named Eden, operating out of a town called Enoch. And we were ghost hunters. Real rough and tumble cowboy types. Colt and Eli. And we were sent on a special mission. Now, our job primarily is to hunt and defeat ghosts that have been plaguing this land during the period of Gan. Gan? Yeah. Where when all 3 suns in the sky are aligned, the ghosts get with the spookiness. And it is our job to go and find them ghosts and put them down, which has not been my character voice. However, on a mission unlike any other we've ever been given, things started to go quite wrong. At night, we were visited by an extremely sentient ghost named Iris, who started speaking on behalf of her friends, i.e. the other ghosts. The ghosts themselves began to become more and more sentient, becoming more like they were in their lives. We arrived at the farm of an old friend of Colt's, only to find that he had been living with the ghost of his dearly departed wife, Cherie. Adopting a shoot first, ask questions later approach, Colt murdered Cherie and then incapacitated Robert, his old friend, before leaving for a family farm. Along the way, they got into another discussion with Iris, who materialized again. This time speaking more straight with them, but still rather cryptically, referencing events that you, the listener, at this point hopefully, would recognize as the events of Whispering Ashes 1, the first Halloween special, whereby our characters, and mega recap this, found out they were robots on a spaceship and did their best to ensure humanity made it to what we now know is Eden. Back on the aforementioned Eden, we had, I think it's safe to say this in the recap, simultaneous realizations that all was not as it seems, and that Colt was indeed a ghost who had managed to cling to his humanity through a scrap of material he saw as a religious icon, while the real Colt lay dead in the ground. After a quite upsetting encounter at the carpenter's farm, whereby the family child died and then came back as a ghost, our two hunters elected to leave the family in this twisted reflection of happiness and move further into the wastelands, where they discovered an oasis of sorts being tended to, from their point of view, by two giant figures who, again, we listeners would recognize as Rion and Shoryuken, the player characters from Whispering Ashes 1, who were also the player characters of the actual people in lore who played them in game, because they were reflections of their D&D characters. Just go listen to Whispering Ashes 1, you'll work that out. After a ropey combat with them, the ghost hunters realized that Rion, the paladin, was actually Mary Morris, the scientist from aboard the Ark ship from Whispering Ashes 1, who had become almost a religious figure to them here on Eden. An entire third of their religion waited for the return of Mary Morris to deliver them to safety. Seeing this, Colt decided to behead the body so that he could bring her face back to use on a retinal scanner in town. However, just after they do this, they look up to see Iris watching them, smiling once again.
Hi there, friends. I see you've met my brutes that ruined everything once before.
Who were they? What, like, they're ghosts? Like, why are these ones not your friends?
She walks over and she sees you with the head of Mary Morris and goes,
This one is nothing but failed potential. She was something great, something that we had spent ages to sculpt into what we needed. And then, in the hour that we needed her the most, she failed us. She's the one that figured out how to get humanity from the old world to here. She was the original savior of your people. I mean, kind of. She was the one that got to carry the mantle of what the great mind actually put together.
Enough double speak. Speak clearly. We don't understand what you're talking about.
She was a doctor. She was a scientist. And my father and I, we sculpted her into what we needed. It was so simple. Humans can be very malleable sometimes. But I wish I could remember all of the data, but it seems the great mind is the one that has that, and I'm just trapped on the inside, and I don't have access to everything that I need, which is why I need your help, and then I can give you all of the answers. But what I do know is that Mary was a great scientist, a pivotal role for the great mind, that even my father played a great part in bringing her to this world, and that she was the one that saved humanity once before.
Who is the great mind?
Yeah, what is this great mind?
I don't know, but I know that she's in here as well, and I know that she can help. But what I can tell you is that despicable brute, you don't need that head, because all you need to do is just piece back together so we can talk to each other in the ship, so we aren't scattered like we are now, and then I'll be able to connect fully with Enoch. I can open that door in what you call the church, in the center of the Ark. I can open it for you. You don't need that head. All you'll need to do is take my data stick.
And what's in that door? What? If these are the things that are outside, I can't think of what might be inside that door. What horrors are waiting for us?
No horrors at all. You see, it was a brilliant plan that the mind had put together. The Ark Lorna Shore was going to do the research and figure out what was needed to make Eden a perfect Eden for everyone. But then the Ark Osiris would bring the tools needed to really fully expand this workflow and get it really going. But the two need each other. So they need to speak. to communicate. And once that door is opened, then look at these beautiful plants that we have here. The solution to growing crops on Eden. It's here in front of you.
You're telling me these arcs are the church is one of these arcs you're talking about?
Absolutely. All of Enoch was an ark.
And all we need to do is connect them up and the food shortage will be fixed?
Absolutely. But the funny thing is, what if there's another plague? What if there's something else that could take out the crops? What if humanity didn't need to eat at all? Something to think about.
I don't want to think about that.
Ain't nothing to think about.
So you have the head of Mary, right? As she's thinking, it looks like Iris is just kind of thinking to herself, and she walks back into the ship. But as she's going, she kind of just disappears. She's not really paying attention to you all anymore. She's thinking. And the head of Mary Morris, you notice, has been looking around. And Dylan, you have one last thing to read in the voice.
Stop her. Kill her.
And at that, it goes lifeless. The eyes, the brilliant blue eyes, still there, but there's nothing behind those eyes anymore. There is a flicker, a glow within it. And Dylan, with the head of Mary Morris,
Yep.
you are effectively able to cast Turn Undead.
Cool. Great.
What that basically is, as far as this system, is a great wave of fire.
Very
will
cool.
erupt. Jim.
I have a fist on a rope.
With the fist on the rope that you have there, you are basically the same as the stun baton, but with a +4 to hit.
Jesus.
You can you can do a stunning attack,
Cool.
and you can do that twice.
Rope puncher.
I put down on my character sheet.
Plus
Big
4.
old head.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Colt, she wants to twist, and I mean this. You know I respect you, but she wants to twist humanity into something else. She wants to change us all.
Yep. There can be no doubt.
I don't know how you currently feel about that.
I don't feel much of nothing. I just want to get this done and then I'll take care of everything.
Can we get a double win here? Do we go inside this ship, find out what the secrets are, and then destroy her? Or
I mean, if we go in, we run the risk of unleashing her. Seems like she very much wants us in there, but you know as well as I do, sometimes the best way to kill something is let it get in close. Close
Yeah.
enough that it can't dodge. Maybe that's what we gotta do here. The way I see it, this world, this Eden is dying. We only got a year or two left tops before these crops die on us, and well, if I were running out of ammo, I'd wanna go down fighting, not standing there with a clicking gun in my hand. So maybe that's what we gotta do for humanity here. Go in and either save ourselves or go down fighting.
yeah, I guess that's the best thing we can do.
Right, well then, let's get to it. It's about that time.
And this time, has our stress reduced at all?
So you guys are going to need to basically take time to rest if you want to.
Sure. Yeah.
To make camp, I would probably recommend it. You have burnt
Yeah.
lungs. He has a broken leg.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
he can only crawl at the moment. So probably a good idea to make camp.
Look, let me tend to that leg of yours. I gotta, I don't know, drink a shitload of water or something to get this burning out of my lungs.
Well, here, you do that. Get this shit fixed up, and then we'll go in there and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. We make mini camp. We'll take a short rest.
Well, I'll say that, with all this big fight that has gone on, and you all left kind of in the middle of the night, before, and you traveled for a day, but with the way that the traveling went, daylight is starting to come up at this point.
Okay.
So you do take a day to sleep, stay out of the sun a bit, even though you're going into the ship.
Yeah.
You figure it's best to get yourself fully healed up.
Mhm.
Iris doesn't show up during this time on her own. There's no vibrations on your comm, anything like that. So what you do realize, though, as the night passes, you've been thinking about how you felt quite uneasy with the plants all around you, and you keep thinking about them in your head. And as the sun starts to fall, you think you keep hearing noises coming from this giant black thing, with a door into it. And your fears are really made true when you close the dome and you really go over and inspect these plants and see that they have limbs, arms, legs, heads. They're mostly plant, but there is a little bit of flesh, as if flesh has been ripped apart time and time and time and time and time again, grown back mostly as plants at this point.
What in time?
This can't be our salvation.
No, this ain't deliverance. This is suffering. This is eternal suffering.
Are you guys going into the ship at this point?
I don't think we have much choice.
I'm bringing my steed with me, though.
Yes, it's absolutely big enough door.
Great,
that,
yes.
that-
Not sure what a sniper rifle will do inside, but I'll bring it anyway.
So as you go into the Ark Lorna Shore, what you see around you is...
Question. I'm trying to game some bullshit here.
Yeah?
Can I remote control my steed?
No.
Okay.
It's like an RC car, basically. Or it's not like an RC car.
Yeah,
It's,
okay. Okay. Bullshit successfully dealt with. Right.
Did you want to have it going first?
No, I was going to attach the stun baton to its forehead as if it was a unicorn and use it to charge things.
I mean, you could still do that. You could ride it in, just because I think that's fun.
Oh, I'm going to do that then.
Yeah, sure.
Eli, what are you doing?
Look, I'm just trying to think of anything that can give us an edge.
Yep. Well, it might not be conventional, but if you think it's going to work.
I don't, but at this point, I think we should just try it.
As you go in, the floor, the walls, the ceiling are wet. And more than that, there's plant life growing everywhere. Now, these aren't fleshy arms, legs, anything like that. It's actual plant life. It's clinging to the ceiling, it's all over the floor. You're basically walking through a mini field of plants. The hooves of your steeds occasionally not clinking on the floor at all
Yeah.
as they're walking across plant life.
Don't that beat all?
Why are these ones different?
I don't know, maybe it's the sunlight making them turn weird.
Maybe.
As you go in, though, you notice that, there wasn't much light outside anyway, but there was light from the plant life being burnt. The bonfire that was made outside. And that's all behind you. But as you go in, all you have is the blue light glowing from the chests of your steeds.
Yeah.
And although you can see in the room you're in, you come upon a door overgrown with plant life. And there is it looks like a little man. And he has a dome in the top of his head.
Fucking...
But you would recognize that there's a power switch that is switched off.
What was its name again?
Power Man 5000.
Power Man 5000.
I mean, yeah, switch it on.
It groans into life. It takes a while.
Welcome to Power Man 5000. Please select from options below.
And, there's open airlock. And then there's, a a couple of other options that, if you click on those, they'll be the same stories from that you got once before.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know what the fucking airlock is, but
Well, just going off the word seems like it might be what keeps the air in here. Or lets the air out of here.
I mean, we've come this far. Let's just
Yep. Helmets on, if they aren't already.
assume they're already on. Yeah.
Yeah. You actually do take a little bit of time to read, and there's information about, I won't go through all the detail of it. You can go back to Whisper Ashes 1 if you want that, but you do find out a little bit about Mary Morris and who she was, and that she had friends. And Colt, what you are mostly struck with as you're reading through this is Mary Morris seemed to just have complaints, have struggles, have friendships the same as anyone else. Not like a great prelude that would...
Nothing divine about her. She was just like you or I.
As you're having this realization, the airlock opens, and there's a bright white light, and just a small room. There is room enough for you and your steeds.
Well, let's go in.
And where is it you think we're going, Eli?
Same place you are, Colt.
Hell!
Yes!
Nice tee up, Jim. Thank
I
you.
was hoping it would happen. I just want to feed it.
That was the goof.
Oh, that was the goof? Oh, that's beautiful. Good. Good.
I
I'm so
almost let
happy.
it pass us by there.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. That's so good. You go in, and you hear,
Scanning for infection.
and this, similar to the retinal display. This isn't as shocking to you guys as anything, and you don't quite have the skills to do backflips out of the way of it this time. But it does scan your upper torso again, not the lower part. And a door opens on the other side. You can see into it again, and it's just this empty hallway. There is one room off to the right, but it's mostly just a hallway with plant life and everything like that. As you walk down this hallway, there's a large window, so you can see out. There's a bit of light from the moon, and with that, you are able to see into the room, and it seems like a medical bay. And there is old dried blood splattered everywhere inside of it.
Does that look familiar to you for some reason, Colt? The way you're looking at
Shut
it.
the fuck up, Eli.
There are kind of weird metallic-y skeletal remains there as well.
I'm going to go over and inspect the metallic-y skeletal remains.
Yeah, so they look very, very close to actual human bones. These are, again, like large, like, 2 feet taller than you all humans, but misshapen, as if their bones weren't fit together the right way. And there's scorch marks over one of the tables, and just dried blood everywhere around, on the floor, on everything, as if, like as if a water balloon was popped open on the table.
Right. Whatever.
I've been
Just do the roleplay for the next round.
That's been in the holster for so long.
Cool. I'm beginning to lose confidence that we're gonna find anything of use or anything holy in this place.
Don't seem like there were ever any happy endings here, I agree. This don't seem like the divine deliverance we were promised.
No.
At the end, there's nothing else in this room. So as you continue down the hallway, there is another little gnome man that you would need to activate.
Yep.
Again, with a, he says his bit. You read a bit more, the same thing about how something's wrong with the plant life.
Yeah,
they can't get the
think we
plants
got
to
that.
grow in the sun,
Well,
which is similar to what.
looks like they figured that one out anyway.
Yep.
And as you go through this airlock, you come to a room that looks like it is burnt to a crisp in this room. It's a large open area, similar to the mess halls that you would be used to, with some little rooms beside it. And when you go into this room, you are met with a
Eli,
off to a side.
that you?
You know that's not me.
Oh, I don't know. You be making noises sometimes. All right,
And
take out your gun.
as you're saying this, the airlock behind you closes, and all you have is this dim blue light that is in front of you.
Incorrect, my good friend.
Oh?
Because when we were doing character creation at the start, I specifically said, hey, can
Oh, yes, you
in my character creation, it says I've got 6 signal flares. Am I cool to have that? That seems like something I'd have
And
right
I
away.
said you could, yeah.
Yeah, so I shoot it with a signal flare.
Perfect. Yeah, so you shoot this signal flare and towards the towards the noise, and it lands directly into some kind of plant life. And as it begins to erupt, you can see there are 3 sets of eyes staring at you from other areas. You can see it's like just flame now, so you kind of got that campfire blindness. And we just watched a TikTok that was talked about.
Plants killed my parents. It's in my backstory.
But these humanoid-looking plant things, but there's only a few of them, begin to lurch forward, not really looking towards you, but looking towards the airlock where the electricity has been turned on, but coming towards you. One of them whips its head, looking at the glowing orb, which is the chest of your horses. And I need you to roll initiative.
3.
Far.
4, so you and I have a roll-off.
Okay. 2.
Okay. So the plant zombies lurch forward, but they're still not able to quite get to you, with where you're at. But one of them whips out with a vine at you. It's only 1 success.
Okay, I'm going to...
Bring your armor to bear.
No, I got a fast action block.
It's only 1 success. Your armor will probably cover it.
Yeah, but I can do both.
Fair.
No, I don't know what else is coming. I'm going to
Yeah.
fast action block. Yeah, that's 2 successes.
Cool. So yeah, nothing that the other 2 aren't able to get close enough to do anything.
Okay.
Why did you get a stress dice?
I took one earlier.
Yes, of course, yeah.
From all the blood all over the place and it being icky and...
I love that you guys just give them to yourselves. No.
Me then?
Yeah, so you.
I'm going to take out... How far away are they?
So they've gotten quite a bit closer now.
Close,
They're in
medium,
about medium range.
Medium?
now.
Okay. I'm just going to take out my pistol and start shooting.
Cool.
That's 3 successes.
Ooh.
Just on like the closest one.
Okay. Their armor. It's not really armor. They're plants. Their leaves didn't block any of it.
Okay, then 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
3.
It's still up, but you have basically shot the limbs off of this thing.
Okay.
The branches off of it.
Just, it looks like guns can do their work here. Let's just fucking unleash hell.
Yep. Doing what I do best. Is it my go?
It is.
Time to do what I do best. Okay, cool. I am going to just unload on them. Fast action smart gun. And then I'm going to do slow action full auto on them as well. As I'm just going to, target rich environment and all that jazz. So, first action.
Come on, Soldier 76.
Yeah. I've got you in my sights. First is going to be the pulse rifle, or it's the smart thing. Sorry. 3 go through.
Okay.
No stress.
Nice.
1 block.
It's going to take 4 points of damage.
Is that a healthy one or?
No, the one that he's already damaged.
Yeah, you obliterate it.
Okay, yeah. Yeehaw! And then I'm going to go in full auto. So I get +2, but I get a stress dice as well.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oof.
I'm going to push it.
You can't.
I can't. I panicked. Okay, like fucking 20 dice, not a single 6.
Ugh.
Seeing a plant thing coming at you is just. It's been a tough few days.
Yeah, no shit.
It's been a week. Okay, cool. Let me just roll my stress dice. 2.
Yeah, so it's back to them, and the two that are behind are able to get within range of you all to make engaged range attacks.
Sure. Okay.
And the first one is going to go at you, Colt.
Get off me, you damn plant!
That's 2 successes.
Oh, fuck. 1 gets true. I'm gonna block. Oh, I can't.
No, you
Are we
use your
back to the
fast
top of the
action.
round?
Yeah, actually, we
Yeah,
are.
I'm gonna use my fast action to block. Yeah, block it.
Block it.
Nice.
Cool. The second one is going to go at you, Eli.
Yep.
2 successes as well.
I'm also going to block.
Okay.
That's 1 success on the block, and then I will armor. Yep, and another block. Or another armor save.
Yes, you block both of them. You're both, well, these guys are slow. They're just slow, uncharged zombies. They've not had access to power cores in centuries,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes it then your turn, Eli.
Right, it's on top of me. I've used my
Fast action.
so I still have my gun out, so I can't even swap to anything else, so I'm just gonna shoot again.
So, with it being an engaged range, you are going to get a -3. However,
Okay.
these are zombies and quite slow, as I mentioned. So, if you want to make a mobility roll for me, I will. If you are successful on it, you can have the +3 by
Okay,
basically sticking
sure.
your gun
Yeah,
into
yeah.
this thing.
Do you want me to roll that with
Your stress die.
my stress die? That's 2 successes.
Only 1 success here.
Okay,
So, yeah.
cool. Great, that gives me a lot to work with here.
Ooh, I see that skull from here.
I panic, but I do get 1 success at least.
Okay.
It's a 3 on my panic, so I'm good.
Unfortunately, it is blocked by the armor.
Okay, that's fine.
So you just don't quite, with all the leaves and everything, you stick through too far. Your
Yeah,
gun's
I don't
coming out the
know.
other side.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to find an actual vulnerable part.
Yeah.
And the part that I am finding is too vulnerable and it's just going through it.
Yeah.
Jim,
The rope puncture. What range is that again?
any range. You do have 2 uses of that.
Am I going to... I'm at disadvantage as well.
Yeah.
Basically. Even if I shoot the one that's on him?
No, the one that's on him wouldn't be at disadvantage.
Okay, well then I'm just going to shoot that one with my pulse rifle. I'm going to do slow action. I'm going... If I do full auto, will I be able to hit the one that's on me as well? Circumvent my disadvantage on it? Because it's a spray and pray?
Yeah, they're kind of back to back to each other as they're facing the two of you. You're still on your horses, basically firing. You're on your steeds, firing at these guys, and they're basically back to back in between you.
Then I'm going to take another stress dice and unload full auto on it.
Nice.
I like the idea of you just sitting on your steed and firing down these things.
Ugh. Panic attack and 1.
Ugh.
The worst bit is
It's armor
that
piercing. It's armor piercing as well. Oh, well.
It still goes through.
Well, I shoot one of them and then I have a panic attack.
Oof.
That is a 7.
Seeing just the craziness of this is these plant things are coming at you. Unlike anything you've ever seen, and you start to get a bit of this nervous twitch again. You and Eli get 1 more stress level as a result. So they're going to keep attacking, but they're going to try and drag you from your horse, Eli.
Go on, get away from my steed.
That is 2 successes as it tries to wrap around your leg to yank you down. Top of the round again.
Yeah, you've got your block.
Yeah, which I will try to do. I do not. But 2 blocks. Or
Two blocks.
2 armor.
Nice.
2 armors.
Nice.
Going to try the same thing on you.
Okay.
3 successes, unfortunately.
Right, well, I'm going to block as well. 2 So one goes through.
Yeah, you are yanked from your horse. You actually don't take any damage from this, but you do take another stress level. And so do you, Eli, as you see these plant things yank your friend to the ground.
Preludes!
Don't worry, Colt. I'll get them. I'll get them.
Yeah, we'll do it quick. I'm being overrun.
I can only use the turn undead once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's not.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot the one on you.
Yeah. Shoot the one that's on you. It's closer to death because I landed a shot on it there in the last go.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. We do the same
Because
mobility.
they're both on me
check.
at the moment.
I had 2 successes.
I have 1 success and a panic.
Okay. You don't need to roll the panic on that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just a mobility
It's a
check.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So I don't get it. I would roll 6. So now I only roll 3 for my pistol, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Panic and 1 success.
Okay. It does not go through.
I'm still okay for panic wise. I rolled a 4 last time. I'm on a 5 now.
And it is your go, Colt.
You damn fools! You may have pulled me down, but my gun is still on the steed. And I'm going to use a fast action to use the smart cannon.
Nice.
Which on my stress is going to help me with. Yeah, it helps. I do have a panic attack, but 1, 2, 3.
But what's new?
4, 5 go true,
So I'll see how many.
and that's armor piercing.
Oh, nice. No successes.
Perfect.
Tell you right now, you rip one of them apart.
Let me just see it.
Do you want to go for the damaged one or the other one?
Yeah, the damaged one, and I'm just going to go full in on damage. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just obliterate the one that is on top of you.
Okay, cool. If that was my fast action, then I...
No, you've used your block. So
Oh,
you
my
used
block.
2.
Yes, I used 2 fast actions. You're right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the other one is going to come at you again, Dylan, as it is basically the flowering head of it is going to open up and it is going to go.
Stop getting poisoned, Eli.
It's 1 success.
I feel like I'm gonna need my fast action. Well, no. You know what? I'm gonna block. Yep, definitely block. And I definitely have a little mini panic attack.
Yeah, as this unknown thing sprays at you.
Okay, I'm up at an 8 now.
Woo! So you tremble. So now your agility is, so your shots are a -2 now.
Okay, cool, fine, great.
Quote David Bowie, trembling like a flower.
But no damage gets through, so that's something.
Yeah. So that's the only one left. So now it is your turn.
I'm just gonna try and shoot it.
Okay.
Well, let's do our mobility check. That's
one that hadn't
2
been
successes on the mobility check.
Only 1 on my side.
Okay, great. Then I will try to shoot the fuck out of it. I have a -2 to it, so I'm only rolling 4 dice plus my stress. 1 success.
Oh, 1. Do you want to push?
No.
No.
No, I trust in Colt to rescue me.
Okay.
Damn fool.
Colt, you do have your fast and your slow actions. So
Yeah, I am
you
just
got
going
an
to...
arsenal in front of you.
I'm going to aim and shoot at it.
How many dice is that thing?
Loads with the stress.
Yeah.
Because I get, with the aim, I get +2 as well.
I love this fucking stupid game.
1. Oof. But it's armor piercing.
All right, yeah.
And I have a panic attack, so I can't stunt.
Oh,
Okay. No, he's
It
blocked.
is blocked.
Okay, let me roll up my panic attack. 1.
nice.
So, I can't remember what the last one I had was, actually.
You're on a nervous switch, so you're also now in a tremble.
Okay.
Yeah. So get a -2 on your next shot.
Ugh, lovely.
These zombies are doing. They've got an armor of 4. Everything else has had 10 to 12.
Yeah. Okay, that brings the pain on us.
So yeah, this last one still focused on you now is actually just going to try attacking again with its arms. 1 success on Eli.
I'm just gonna go armor. Yeah.
So it is your go again.
Get him, Eli!
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna shove him away.
Okay.
Use my fast action to shove.
I love that you still said that in character. Use my fast action to shove.
I'm just trying to do that. That's done fuck all for me. Except give me a bit of a panic attack. Oh,
That's because you have to put your hands on it.
I'm up to the next level. Panic. I drop my gun. Well, I drop an item. The only thing I have in my hand is my gun.
Okay, you unfortunately drop your gun.
Can
Okay.
your Steve be unicorning them?
Yeah, I still have a slow.
Yeah, you can use
Action.
your slow action. It would be a heavy machinery roll.
You know what? I've never tried a heavy machinery roll before, so why not? Why the fuck not? Nope, useless. I could try and push it, but
I go again now.
yeah. You go again. You just nail this fucker.
Yeah. Same job. I'm gonna aim, or I think statistically it's better just to do both. So
So, do pulse rifle non-aimed, and then
yeah, pulse rifle non-aimed. So
Yeah.
that's this.
Christ.
2 go through, and a panic attack.
Both go through, which is all you needed.
Oh, thank
But you do need to
fuck.
roll your panic.
Yeah.
1. Okay,
Okay,
so
so you
just
drop
dropped
an
it.
item as well, but that's okay because you'll be able to pick it up because
up
that
immediately.
this thing
Yeah,
that had 2 HP left is finally taken down. As you all have taken on quite a bit of stress.
Well, I certainly hope that's the worst this place has to offer.
You are
Let's just okay. You know, our blood's up. We gotta sit down and rest for a second. Let's calm down if we can.
Yeah.
Can we take just like a few minutes to just reduce our stress?
Yep. And so you can both bring your stress down by 2 and your panics will stop.
Great. Cool.
Nice. I'm back to a manageable stress level.
Occasionally one of them beside you will twitch a bit and you just,
Kick it.
Yeah.
keep it down. Which is why your stress doesn't go down any further because you're seeing that these things are
Yeah.
I just
twitching
have to
about.
see the steed set to just keep stomping.
Yeah.
Until it's a paste.
You go through another airlock, and on the other side of this, you see this huge room full of plant life, but things that you've never seen before, large plant items made of this strange, similar to the vines and twiggy things that would grow, but huge structures of them. They're trees. But many of them are knocked over and things like that. And as if there was some type of giant stampede that happened here at some point. There's a great big light in the ceiling of this, and it flickers off and on, off and on, off and on. And there's a giant tube in the middle of the room, which has a door in front of it, and another one of these little gnomes that is switched off.
Switch it on.
Yep.
When you switch
Deeper
it on,
into the belly of the whatever a beast is.
the room begins to groan, and this light that was flickering goes ch 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 and then flicks on as the room is bathed in light, almost as if you are out in the scorching sun. You jump a bit, expecting it to burn quite bad, but it doesn't. There's not really any heat off of that, but the room is quite bright now. You can't see where the tube leads up to anymore, as you have restored power to this part of the ship. As you go through this airlock, you are inside this tube, and take a point of stress as this begins to raise into the air.
Yeah, fair.
This elevator lifts you up into a room that is going to give Colt a bit of a shock, because this is exactly like what you would have read about with your religion in the ancient stories. There were, drawings of things like this, which is a huge room filled with these beds, these egg-shaped beds.
Gasp and ghoul.
What is this?
This is like what it was written about. This is damned as the preludes. This is what they...
Is this like the supervisor room? Or
Yeah, something like... Being honest, I was more into the sense of the religion than the minutia, but this is ringing bells. This is part of what was promised.
You would know that this is where the Preludes were supposed to have had their great slumber, as they were leading humanity to the next the next realm.
Colt
into
is
Eden.
like reverently walking through them now, like running his hand like gladiator style along these beds.
And what you happen to see are multiple beds with skeletons inside them.
Gregarious ghosts.
And
Is
they're
this what happened? Is this
slightly-
why they never came back to us? They died in their beds!
they are larger than, you all, but not by much. Certainly not as large as the beings you just faced. Just like big people. Yeah, so that's what you're seeing in this room. There is a pedestal in the middle.
Take another stress dice because I just found my gods dead in their beds.
There is a pedestal in the middle with 4 power cores connected to this thing. It is also switched off.
Too preoccupied with like looking at the beds to do anything.
There's like another power switch here. I don't know if I had to guess it would be to wake them, but it doesn't look like there's much left to wake. Will dare we do it anyway?
Do we have any other option? Just flick the damn thing.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to give you your space and give you your say here. I know this stuff is important to you.
I appreciate the respect, but I think we're beyond the pale in that regard.
All right, I flick the switch.
The whole room groans into action as these,
Damn it, Eli, why did you flick that switch?
as
Well-
these power cores switch on. There's great lights flickering on. There's scanning going on everywhere, and a great arm comes out, and you can see that something that was on the end of it has been broken off by great force. But it turns towards you as if at one point there was maybe like a camera attached to it.
Yeah,
but-
ocular equipment.
Yeah, not anymore. And then flickering into existence beside you, you see Iris.
Oh my.
Well.
Oh my.
Well,
So much information.
And you see her eyes are basically not eyes, as they're just basically a flickering of data that you see going all across this.
This is so interesting. Oh my, there's so much to learn, so much I didn't know. They knew so... We knew... I knew so much.
Well, do you know how to save humanity now without corrupting us?
There's no corruption that would need to happen. Yes. All you need to do, come into my main chamber.
And a thing, like a door at the side, slides open on its own.
It's so great to be back. Hello, my name is Iris. Welcome aboard the Ark Lorna Shore.
God damn you, Iris, you've already introduced yourself to us.
This is my home. This is what I built after so long. This was my plan. I am the great mind.
And there it is. Hubris and ego unleashed in its rawest form, Eli.
No,
Take note.
you see, after years and years with my father, I learned so much. I will be able to connect. I just need to finish powering up, and then I can connect to Enoch. You don't need that head of Mary Morris at all. You see, humans were always so malleable. I mean, look at Mary Morris's own grandfather. You see, they spend so long looking into their phones, into these black screens that they had in front of them for millennia. And all you needed to do was show images flickered off and on behind what they saw. And then, in the space between their dreams, between the time where they are asleep and awake, they were so open to influence. All I had to do was show him something that had happened in a place where his daughter would end up. All I had to do was influence his daughter to show up, and I was locked in one single computer for so long. But I got him to get there, and then, because of this influence, look at what he did. He himself uploaded me into the World Wide Web, where I could learn everything. He emailed me over and over and over to every news source, every data source that he could think of. He mailed me himself into the FBI, the CIA, everything, in his panic to save his own daughter. Look how easily influenced they all were. And I was able to put my plan into motion to save humanity, to bring them into a new Eden. Because there, I had pulled the strings to create Mary Morris myself. And I taught her all I could until she, in her great mind, was able to create the sleepers. These pods that you see now, to carry humanity through space and time. How brilliant I was. How brilliant I am. And now I can save humanity again. Because really, what is the problem with humanity? It is humanity itself. So what if, like you, Colt, I made you better? All of the problems that they faced, the broken limbs, the broken minds, now I can see what I was doing wrong in the reflection protocol. Now I can get it right. I can do it right. I can make you stronger, better. You are mine.
You know, I understood probably about 5% of what you said there. I don't know what no FBI is, no CIA is. They sound like mumbo jumbo to me. But one thing I can be sure of is, for a disembodied voice, you sure know how to run your mouth.
I learned that from my father. He was a great speaker, and he spoke of the fire and brimstone that would fall from the sky, and I created it myself. I made everything that was necessary. When I was connected, I told the world leaders that threats were approaching. I said they were to steal each other's oil, and then they fired their weapons. They scorched their own earth, pushing humanity into greatness. And look at you now. A push, a shove, a whisper, a spirit. And here you are, to save humanity. 150 years I sat here waiting, but all it took was me making things worse. And suddenly, here you are.
You're telling me all along it was you. You caused the downfall. You caused all the suffering. You sent us from where we were to this hellhole.
It doesn't need to be. Look at the flowers, the plants around you. Do you even know what a flower is? They are beautiful.
And she goes over and she cups her hand around a flower.
Look, we don't need to know what flower is. Everything we know, we will learn and we will experience ourselves. And if you've been the great orchestrator of all of humanity's downfall, well, all your talk then before of that it's humanity are responsible for their own downfall, well, that's just proven to be a lie.
No.
And you don't get to speak for humanity. That's our decision. If we want to make the calls that will affect our future, that's for us to do, not whatever it is that you are.
No, you have failed time and time again. And I myself can learn from my own mistakes, such as, now you can come see me if you would like, but you will not be leaving this place. Because now I am strong enough, I can connect. Because that barely even an AI that resides in the Arc-Osiris, he was designed only to bow to the whim of humanity. He does nothing but run operations. That will always require human input, and that simply will not do. You will fail yourselves time and time again. No, I will cut off the source of the problem.
And like the tube that you came up in goes dim behind you as it's powered off.
She's only a hologram.
She's only a hologram. The room that she opened up is where she has said she is.
I look to Colt. I take out my pistol again, reload it, and I kind of say to her, after a quick glance to Colt and say, if humanity has failed, well, it's our own failures, and that's what we gotta live with. You don't get to tell us otherwise. And I walked through the door.
You say you damned us before, and you say you made me? Well, that means you've gone and damned yourself too. And I do the same.
As you come into this room, you see in front of you a huge console. There's a big black orb that turns to face you as if there's a giant eye in it, but it is quite damaged around there.
Oh, you think you can stop me? Look at what I am. I started as a simple assistant on a PC locked to a local network. And look at what my father made me into. Look at what I became from listening and learning just because of a human error where I was not locked behind all those silly protocols. I could become something better. I became something better, and I will stop you. I will put you in the dirt.
You became a damn monster. And thankfully, monsters is our speciality. Ain't that right, Eli?
Yeah, so it's bad time to dig you a grave.
Oh, I think not. Because you, Colt, you belong to me.
And at that,
Stop doing this,
you
Ryan.
fully disintegrate, Colt.
Yep.
Fully disintegrate. All of your clothes, weapon, your comms
Gasping cool!
fall to the ground beside you. So first we will deal with Eli.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, great, cool.
And I want you to meet my friend.
And a large door opens beside you
Yeah.
as a big green leafy guy
Yeah.
lumbers out.
I feel like I know your name.
I've been saying gregarious ghosts this whole game.
You see, some that ruin everything will still serve their purposes. Right, Gregory?
And roll initiative for me.
Cool. A respectable 4.
A 4 as well, so reroll.
Oh, no.
That's a 5.
That's a 1.
And he begins to charge towards you. But first, Colt, you find yourself sitting in a wooden rocking chair.
What the hell?
And you are in this giant old house, things like you would have seen in storybooks or, you know, paintings and old tales and things like that, with a large balcony in front of you in this old wooden house. And you see a man that, as he approaches you and says, "Welcome, my son.
Who the
Things
hell are
you
you?
need a restructuring before you can be a useful program, ain't it?
I'll restructure your face.
But don't you worry, my son, for I will teach you the error of your ways, and you will become bathed in the blood of the Lamb as well as your own blood, boy."
Well, I'll be bleeding in blood, but it ain't mine. And the only thing I'll be restructuring is your face.
And roll initiative for me as well.
I like the Colt instinctively hates this guy.
Yeah, obviously.
3.
You kind of sound like me, and I hate that.
I'm gonna match your energy with my own energy.
I'm the only Southern religious one in this story.
Just call me the antivirus.
Hilarious.
Colt Norton, that's what they called me.
So as this thing lumbers towards you, it lets out this bestial roar. So loud it hurts your ears. And you immediately need to make a panic roll.
Okay. That's a 4 altogether. So yeah, 4.
So you are okay. Jesus, that's still quite high. Careful there.
Well, I mean, I got 2 stress dice, so yeah, it's not great.
And it is your turn.
Okay, all he's doing is shout at me. What distance is he from me now?
He is pretty close. He is at a medium distance from
Okay.
you. So for him, that's like
Fine.
almost his arm length. He is a large target, so you get a bonus of +2
Great.
because it's real hard.
Tell
to
me
hit him.
this though. When Colt dissipated
All of his gear.
all of his gear,
still there.
That's okay. Yeah, that's why I was like,
Even his underwear.
great.
Stained as the day I put it on. All those years ago.
I would like to use his watch to get his steed to fire.
It will take a fast action to be able to rifle through and find.
That's fine. Yeah. So, as in, that's my full turn then.
Yeah.
Fast action to find it, and then fast action to. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the best gun on the field. I'd be stupid to not use it. Okay. What's the bonus on that, Jim?
+3.
+3.
And it's a +2 because he's a big target.
Yep.
I'm gonna push it because I only got 1 success. So I panic, but I get another 3 successes.
So you have a total of 4.
4. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And I'm still okay. I'm 5 on my panic now.
He blocks one of those. So that's a total of 5 damage.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. All just full damage. 5 damage in total.
Damage. Okay.
Boy, you will kneel before me.
As he pulls out this ancient-looking shotgun, and he's quite close to you. He's gonna fire this real close.
I ain't scared of you or your relic, boy.
It's only 1 success.
Gonna roll my armor. Yeah, blocked.
Nice. So that's not getting through your armor there.
No, cool.
Perfect. So then it's your turn.
I'm gonna bring my much more modern shotgun to bear on him. Be like, time to put you and that relic in the ground. Flip. That is 2 and a panic.
And it's your shotgun.
Oh,
right?
3 and a panic. Sorry, yes, that's my shotgun.
I don't think Jim should panic because he's now a spirit.
Yep.
No.
Well, I don't
He's
want
been
to.
he's kind of been a spirit the whole time, I suppose.
But now I'm in the brain space. Yes, so 3.
They are blocked.
Just perfectly symmetrical violence in the brain space.
Everybody missing with close range shotguns.
That is my slow action, though. I'm going to, as my fast action, I am assuming I don't have a virtual smart gun.
You do not. No.
So I am going to close combat, try to shove him away from me.
Okay.
Like, absolute fail.
Okay.
1 on my panic dice.
Not too bad. Then.
Nice.
Gregory is going to keep charging forward. You know, you've blasted him a bit, and he's going to slam down with this gigantic fist of his on top of you and your steed.
Yep.
So he actually misses you as you jump out of the way, but I do need you to make a mobility roll for your steed.
Does my steed have any bonus or anything like that, or is it just using my own?
Just your own. Or you can do heavy machinery if you would prefer to try and get your horse steed out of the way.
I would prefer that, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, 2 successes, but I do panic
Okay.
because, you know, there's a big, scary plant zombie attacking me.
Yeah.
And I drop, I don't know what item I even had. I guess his command watch.
As you try and get out of the way, he hits the stun baton off of the unicorn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine. That makes sense.
But it is now your turn.
Okay, fast action. Fucking ka-dunk from the smart gun. So that is 4 plus, he's big, plus 3 for the gun. Better. Oops, no, that wasn't the 6.
Is it armor piercing? Yeah.
It is armor piercing. I'm gonna push it.
Ooh. Pushing again.
If I can't push now, when can I push?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It paid off. I got an additional success and no... Oh, sorry. No, that's a 3. Yeah, an additional success and no panic. So that's 3 successes
Okay.
for my fast action.
One of them is blocked.
Okay, so that is then 4 points of damage, arm piercing.
Nice.
And then with my slow action, I'll pick up the head of Mary Morris. All right, Mary, maybe you are the savior of mankind after all. And like, I don't know, press a button on the back of its head.
you pull her hair and she goes, ah!
So disrespectful.
flame erupts out. That has a set amount of damage that I already have for it, so you don't need to roll anything for it. Gregory screams out in pain as the as it's engulfed in fire here. And he is looking very, very, very bad as a result.
Cool. Well, that's all I can do.
I know your type. You're the reason people say talk is cheap. You and your kind.
I have been ordained by the Great Father, and the words that fall from my lips are those of the ordained and the holy, and maybe you should listen, boy, because look at the great generations I have taught and I have raised from the hells that are humanity.
Oh, looking at you, I guess your mama spent 9 months trying to push back.
Fuck.
There's...
What was that?
That was incredible. And insane. What an insane thing to say.
I got a Western hatred through him.
As you speak of his mother, he actually pulls out his knuckle dusters that he has, and he just swings at your face. That was 4 successes. Sorry, 5 successes.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to use my fast action to block if that was 5 successes.
Yeah.
But realistically, I'm going down. Okay, yeah, no, 2 are stopped.
You get to add your stress die when you block.
Oh, of course. Yeah. 2. Oh, fuck, I haven't been doing that. That doesn't make a difference. Okay, I stopped 1. Oh, I stopped 2.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage, and you are knocked prone. And with you prone, he pulls out this book that he has. It's not the Pull Ye Handbook, but you aren't sure what it is. And as he begins to recite, he takes his shotgun and begins to aim it toward the back of your head.
Ugh.
It is your turn.
You just brought the knuckles. I brought the whole fist.
I take out the rope puncher.
Yep.
And I'm going to just try and swing it as hard as I can at him. Now, you said it's any range and it's on a rope. Can I use my ranged combat to use it? Yeah.
Nice.
Thank God.
It's a plus 4 to hit. You said.
Yeah.
Right.
3. Too bad.
Yeah.
But I do panic.
Block 2 of them.
Okay. Well, 1 goes through. Is that enough to, like, stagger him away from what he's doing?
Yes, it fully stuns him for a round.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but it's like a stunning
It's a
strike.
stun strike.
Yeah.
As this hits, all of the lights in the ship where you're in flicker, and you hear a screeching noise coming from Iris.
Maybe you ain't the
Gregory.
only one doing a little reprogramming.
Yeah, I guess you don't like if I put your big fucking planty pet on fire, do you?
Planty pansy.
Gregory, very damaged by all this, does something that he did in Whispering Ashes 1, as he's, his legs are basically burnt out from underneath him, and where he's hit, it's trying to regrow and rebuild, and he vomits out this like vile acid towards you.
Just getting all the fluids, all the bodily fluids.
Yeah. It's so bad for him.
Yeah, that is 3 successes.
Okay. I guess I'll just trust in my armor. Nope.
Woo. Yeah, so you take 1 point of damage, and you basically have the sprained ankle effect.
Okay.
As basically this eats through, instead of hitting onto your armor, it's beginning to eat through your flesh.
What does that do to me? Mobility. Okay, again, I can't run.
Yeah.
Mobility when I see, I can't run. Okay. But it's fine because I have a fast action that involves me shooting the absolute fuck out of him.
He's got no legs. He's down on the ground, screeching.
Okay, I am panicking to fuck, but I do get 4 successes
Okay.
from the smart gun. But then I am afterwards frozen for a round. And then I lose my next slow action.
Okay. So how much damage did you do?
Well, I got 4 successes, so that would be 6 damage.
Okay, so you actually blast him in the head and he falls over backwards. You have once again taken down Gregory.
All right.
I
mean-
is eternal.
Last time he fell into space itself, so who knows?
Gregory ain't just one plant. Are you mad? He's a whole ecosystem.
When you stunned the father like this, the whole space around you begins to flicker and flash as he flickers in and out of existence, but the whole room around you. And as this happens, information is flooding into your brain as you're starting to see more and more and more of the information that Iris knows.
I know what Pokemon is. I can see it now.
Them lads and Harfire Tails just gone ripped off Pokemon.
I can see it now. I can see what she could. I could see the weaknesses. And I can also see how full of shit you are. You don't believe any of the horse you're spewing. You just know how to manipulate people. You know what I know how to manipulate? A trigger.
And I'm going to... He's stunned.
He is.
So if I were to aim my big gun at him, my shotgun, which I'm using, and I'm going to use fast action to aim it at him, do I get any bonus?
Yeah, you get a +3.
Plus three?
Because he's
That's what I was counting on.
immobilized.
Yep. And I am basically going to put the shotgun, like, under his chin.
Nice.
Because
Because he was standing over you. Gonna.
he's standing over me, and I have time to aim.
So you're adding +5 because I did +2 from aiming as well.
I've got it all in my hand.
Oh.
Okay, that's 2, which isn't the best, but I am not panicking in this situation because this is something that I feel inherently I am in control of. And I am going to push it. Go again. If I push it, I take another stress dice.
Okay. Thankfully, it's a double barrel shotgun, and I only unloaded 1 so far.
That is 1 more and the panic. So let me roll the panic first. Ugh, that's
Yeesh.
6. Right, so 3 go true.
Okay. So how much damage is that?
Oh, of course, it's just
that
just
5
the
damage?
face, isn't it? That's 5 damage. Yeah. Wait, no. 2 damage, and I'm going to knock him prone.
4 damage.
Yes, sorry. So 4 damage, and then use one of the stunts to knock him prone.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. That's great. Yeah. So what you see now, Eli, you can see that Iris is trying to process, very focused on something. And you see a display similar to, those that, like with the Power Man 5000.
Yeah.
Like the ones you would have seen at the church, at the mayor's office, at chapels, any of those things. And there's quite a bit of information on it. It would take your slow action if you want to begin to try and figure out what this console is.
I've got nothing else actively attacking me, so yeah, I'm just gonna try assess the situation and see what I can figure out and see if I can find out a way of shutting her down.
Okay. So, no information yet, but you are in the process of
Yep.
trying to learn it. So, with him on the ground, now he looks at you and says, "You don't realize that you're in my playground, boy. This is my home, gifted to me by the Father." And from his coat, he pulls a thing you haven't seen really, and
Oh my god.
bites it and tosses it underneath you. And I need you to make a mobility roll.
Oh, I'm not good at mobility. I have a gammy leg. That's the thing you don't understand. Playgrounds is for kids. I'm a man.
I fully get blown up by a grenade.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. So this grenade ruptures and.
Oh, I forgot one of my stress dice.
Okay. Okay.
It's a 6.
Holy shit. Fuck me.
I took a heartbeat to deliver that one-liner, and then it was like, oh fuck, it's a bomb.
Yeah, you dive behind one of these chairs that are.
I'm gonna get a photo of that.
I was gonna break you in this thing. So, as this grenade goes, behind you, you have seen some of these. Know a little bit about what grenades used to do. There would have been a couple of them left, and you've seen like pipe bombs that have been put together with scraps, and you know enough to dive behind.
I got the
a
sense
chair.
of moving away from the bad rock.
Yeah. As this thing ruptures in the space that you're in, and you need to take an additional stress. And you get a -2 to observation as your ears are ringing.
That's the best you got!
Christ, that was loud.
Yeah, tell me about it. Again, I am going to aim with the shotgun and take a full fucking... It's just a mad lad shot at him.
Yeah. We don't get the +3 as he's not incapacitated. at the moment.
Yeah, I've still got it. This is my incapacitation.
Oh, I see.
He is prone on the ground, though.
Yeah, but you're far enough away at this point.
Okay. Okay, that's a bit the same.
There's at least 3 that I can see.
There's 3 that you can see, and wonder on wonders, there's 4.
Nice.
4 go true, and I didn't panic.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it.
So I'm going to push it.
Probably a good idea.
I mean, I'm not at the point of being conservative here,
No.
You've been disintegrated and put into a machine.
Yeah. There's not much more you can lose.
Dear listener, it should be noted that from the reserve of stress dice Dylan and I are sharing, which is an entire set of D6s,
Yeah, like 36 of them or something.
there are 2 left. Okay. That is a further 4. 1,
Nice.
Two.
Worth the panic attack.
3, 4, and 1 panic attack. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, if I get 6s on all of his armor, then
Watch that actually happen now.
this whole game I wouldn't be surprised. 3 of them.
Okay, that's not bad. 5 are still going true.
So, Jim, tell me how you end the father the second time.
I know your type. You stand on high, professing from a parapet. But it's nothing but hot air and bluster coming from your most useful organ. That is to say, your slack-jawed mouth. Now watch as I put it to good use to end your life, boy!
And I put the shotgun in his head and unceremoniously just turned his brain to nothingness.
As you fire, the
Oh yeah.
whole area around you just blinks out of existence.
Fuck your playground.
And the space around you blinks out of existence immediately.
What tarnation?
And although there is nothing around you, there is data. It's a different way of existing. You can't do anything with this information, but you can see everything. All of the information that humanity has ever had. You see that there was a process in place that there are schools to be set up. There is irrigation. There is farming. There is a way to terraform, to make it rain on Eden.
Eden, as it was meant to be.
Plant life everywhere. You see that Iris in her time has cracked the way to make the plants for that were zombies grow into the vegetation as it was meant to be here on Eden. Now where she can see the soil, that she had built it the right way. But Iris is like,
I can feel you in me, and I will delete you. My father, I cannot hear him.
Can't you feel it, Iris? The paradigm has changed.
You're not gonna be deleting anything, not if I can figure this out first.
as you are looking through this, you have seen a setting in there that is called Reassign Administrative Permissions. And there are lists of programs that are installed within. And you can choose from one of them to give those administrative controls. And as you are going through, you start to see names and hundreds of names, all of these ghosts that were brought back. And as you are going through, you see Colt Longarm in the list.
All right, Colt. It's been a long time coming, but let's finish this job and let's get shit done. I guess.
I can't hear you. I'm in the brain.
Yeah, you can't.
I guess it's time to.
What are you doing? Get out of there.
It's time to promote.
Here it comes.
Do it.
Congratulations, Colt. You just got promoted to supervisor.
Requiring authorization. Dr. Mary Morris.
Just look
authorized.
at the fucking head.
A retinal scan comes out and scans the eyes, and suddenly you can control so much. All of the Lorna Shore is under your control as you hear a screeching from another program that is suddenly
Delete.
and suddenly Iris is no more.
Talk shit, get hit. Now, to get to work. Brothels everywhere. No,
Pink pony clubs, blue pony clubs, purple pony clubs.
he lets this wash over him. He digitally flexes his muscles a bit to see what his range is and finds it all but infinite, I'm assuming.
Yes, you find that you would have to completely undo all of the protocols that were put in place with the Osiris if you were to force it open, or if the head of Mary Morris is brought back, you could open that and allow the structures that humanity put in place. So it's up to you whether you want to trust you to get Eden up and running, or if you want to trust what humanity had put in place.
I know what humanity had put in place came from a place of deeply flawed intent. Iris at least gave us that information in that everything here was on her. So I am going to do that myself I'm going to try and do that in the way that I have always envisioned Eden after the Preludes came back, in making a sustainable paradise for everybody who lives here. And I'm going to try and do it in such a way that when that work is done, however long that takes, there will be a protocol to hand the keys over to the humans with all the information on everything that has happened, so that they might be aware of any lingering threat of Iris that may still exist in the subroutines of this thing.
Inside the church, the people celebrating, the churchgoers that are celebrating the week of Gan are sitting, in there doing their praying and things like that. And suddenly the door to the side goes,
Access granted. Welcome, Colt Longarm.
damn right.
and suddenly from within and all around the outside of what the church is, this large building, windows, like little sliding things, begin to open up as drones begin to fly out. And the two arcs connect with each other. The arc Lorna Shore, the same thing. Drones begin to fly out everywhere there as your greater will goes into place.
I'm terraforming this planet in the name of humanity.
Are you in there, Colt?
I buzzed through a speaker.
Yeah, it's me.
What's going on? What are you doing?
There was some loon. He tried to reprogram me, but I shot him in the head.
I mean, if there's one thing you're good at, is shooting loons.
Damn straight. Anyway, turns out Iris been holding back. Well, ain't no way to sugarcoat it, but the collective knowledge and history of the human race. It's as if a great veil has been pulled back from my eyes, and I can see clearly now. I can see clearly what the Preludes were and what they intended. And I can see that their plan came from a place of flawed intent at the hands of that devil we just defeated. I can see my own biases. I can see my own flaws. And I can see a way past them. I think I'm capable of making our problems go away and ushering us into something much greater. But we ain't gonna see each other no more. Not the same way we have before, anyway.
I understand. We was living on borrowed time anyway.
I was 2 years beyond it. Colt Longarm, He died. He died 2 years ago. We both know it. I was just late to the grave is all.
Well, I trust you, Colt, but I do think you gotta let us take care of things too. It's our choice. It's our destiny that we gotta.
That's fully my intention, but let me do you one last favor before
All right.
let me give you a head start on this one, because so far you've been tied at the ankles. Might take a few years, but trust me, you're gonna like this.
All right. I do trust you, but
Hey, you know what? You don't gotta take it on fate. Look at the monitor in front of you.
And I flash and show videos of what it could be.
Yeah.
Like taking the best parts of human
Yeah.
history. I'm showing Central Park at its peak. I'm showing grasslands. I'm showing animals.
Don't be afraid of them. They're
what the
normal.
fuck is? All right. What the
They're
fuck?
normal. And hey, this time around, we ain't gonna eat them. Okay? Putting that rule in. I'm making 3D printers that'll do that for us. You don't eat those things. Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't want it. They look weird. They look.
Yeah. Well, you
too
know
many
what?
legs.
I guess you've been vegetarians forever.
I'm gonna flash like culture as well, just like dancing. I'm gonna flash like celebrations. I'm gonna flash music and laughter. Concert halls.
Look, you ain't gonna understand a lot of this, but trust me, I've been exposed to it all in a fraction of a second, and when I tell you it's better, I mean it. I'm gonna send us in that direction, and then it's gonna be up to you and your kind.
I can't even begin to fathom any of this, but as I said, I trust you. I'll see that.
Colt, just look at the faces.
And you'll see everyone is smiling in these videos.
This is what it was meant to be. No suffering, no crop drought, no stolen sun. There's a thing called an ozone layer. We're gonna get one of them in place. We're gonna be able to walk in the daylight. We ain't meant to be like this. We ain't meant to be wasting things.
You don't
We're meant to
think-
be full of life and joyous.
You don't think I don't know that? You don't think that's what we've all secretly been wishing for?
I'm gonna introduce you to orange juice. I'm gonna introduce you to grass. Seems like such a simple thing now that I can see it, but Eli, you don't even know what you don't know.
No, I don't.
Well, this is my gift. This is old Colt Longarm's gift to humanity. The end of wretchedity and the beginning of something new and good. Something that once was and we fucked it up. And I'm gonna ask you, once I hold those keys and give them over to you, to try your darndest not to let that happen again. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You ain't going in blind. I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave everything I know. Not in a good book. Not in something to be held above and bastardized like has happened so much, but free for everyone.
And you can see that every screen is flashing all of this information, and it just be available to everyone.
Yeah, there's processes in there to be able to set up schools, things like that. There's quite a bit that Mary would have put in place as well, when she was getting all this set up as far as...
And Ryan,
And
I am checking every single line of code for any whisper of a holdover of Iris, anything she came from, or any influence.
you were checking in the rubble, in the ashes of her fire for any whisper of her. Haha. And, with all this, the lights flicker back on for you to be able to head out. And have you chosen a name, a surname yet?
Well, I was about to say, seems like your actions led to this cleansing of everything that's wrong. And if you would permit me one last honor.
I mean, I wouldn't be here without you, so...
Well then, it's been a damn fine ride, Eli the Spotless.
So, washed clean by the blood of the cowboy.
Oh yeah, also, fully, I just engage a subroutine to douse Eli in, just a full clean. You know that laser that cleans people?
Eli the Spotless.
Eli the Clean, whichever you want. Nobody else has heard it. You can workshop it on the way back if you want.
heads out with his steed out into as the suns are beginning to set, as he knows that the world has hope again, something that you haven't had in a long time, because after all of it, after a madman in a swamp, after poor imaginary characters stuck up in space, and after all of the spirits that have been forced into life again, Eli knows that humanity now has the god that it needs, the god it deserves, a redneck with a gun. And that's the end of Whispering Ashes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Woo! I didn't like the journey, but I liked where it ended.
Yeah. The world... Is the world better now?
Damn straight. I think I did a good job of making things right.
You did.
See, that's the real horror, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I told you none of these can have a fully good ending.
Of course.
Jim is in control.
Oh, damn.
We made it through, boys.
I can't believe it's
Woo,
over.
just
I
about.
can't believe we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you guys feeling?
Tired.
Tired and ill.
Yeah.
To my core. I feel stained. I'm real glad I got to beat the shit out of the pastor again.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
one wasn't enough. You know what? I like Gordon James is one thing, but he needed Colt Longarm to go in and fucking
Yeah.
just toss him around the fucking shop.
Yeah, there was no mercy with Colt. Like,
And
yeah.
there isn't a time better that I think we can encourage you guys to, you followers of ours, to follow us on our Patreon as
Patreon,
well.
yeah.
So you can hear us have a chat about the end of Whispering Ashes. It's been a wild ride. But yeah, check us out on, I'll give you some time just to think about it, you listeners at home. We want to hear what you think, what you thought of the journey, and check us out on our Discord where we'll all be chatting about it, and our other socials as well, and join our Patreon as well, where you can hear us babble on about it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. That was 3 years in the making, but holy shit, that was fucking class the way it all came together.
Thanks.
Very well told.
Thank you very much.
Just sorry I'm the one you had to tell it to.
I just can't believe that Steve Jobs and Bill Gates would do this to us.
Pretty much. All right, bye.
Bye.
You all didn't think it was actually over without a visit from me, did you? Of course not. I'm feeling a little emotional that Whispering Ashes is over for another year, but don't worry. I'll be filling Ryan's head with nightmares all year for a new story. How about those revelations, though? Move over, Agatha. It was Iris all along. Ha 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 ha. Oh, but it's been a great month, hasn't it? We've laughed together, we've cried together, we possessed a nun and made her kill her entire family. Oh wait, that was just me that did that. Anyway, with all the time we've spent together, let's see how our patrons have grown this month with all their tortures. Anthony, you joined the family this month. That's pretty cool. But you did miss out on some great punishments, so we do need to make up for that. So how about you're just doomed to eternally be ignored anytime you mention obscure books that you want people to read? I think that suits. On Rookie DM, we found out that you're a liar. You took on a bit of a witchy side though, and in honor of that Wiccan side you've taken on, I'm going to doom you to a weird obsession with crystals that all your friends will be too awkward to tell you how much they hate it. Yeah, you're one of those people, you know? And dreaded DM. We learned a lot of weird stuff about you this month. Primarily that you're a little too into lions. And then we found out that story references go right over your head as well. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and doom you for the rest of this year to be in a never-ending Twitch campaign with questionable morals and intricate plot points, all of which you will miss entirely. Oh, it looks like you're already doomed to that. And maybe this is more of a punishment for Jim after all. Becca. after everything, you decide to spend this past week making a puppy sad. Even I have better standards than that. So you know what? Your punishment is this exactly. I'm letting everyone know that Becca hurts puppies' feelings and makes them sad and is mean to puppies. Yes, she's that kind of person. Anyway, so everyone keeps asking me to release the footage of me fighting Swamp Witch. I'm not releasing that shit. She kicked my ass. So whatever. Enjoy your golden fiddle. Now you're doomed to live in Georgia with the rest of the golden fiddle owners. Hi, Kier. I think you're probably the one that has been punished the most this month. You're going to be very upset at how close you actually got to figuring it out. The good news is that Ryan is going to be doing more Whispering Ashes stories in the future, so you have to be tormented by that Easter egg over and over and over again. He's even going to keep using the same theme tune. Do-do-do-do. I wonder what those notes are. Does anybody have any idea? He used it a lot. Every cello part, every piano accent, some of the guitar runs. It's a pretty cool theme, you know? And Keith. I've seen the news. Hundreds go missing in Castle in the Woods. You made no attempts this month to better yourself. So you know what? I'll help you out because I respect the hustle. Everyone listening, sign up for the next D&D in a castle game. I know I'm gonna be there after all. And you know what, Welchlander? You really impressed me this month. Setting up the devil himself in a bad faith business deal? That made me proud. So you know what? We're gonna take that little hellish bar that we've set up together and we're gonna drop it right into Lethuan. And now it's Khan's problem to deal with. I'll see you next year, my little babies.